Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ngani Titan. We're here on Siegfried Line, I'm in the KV-5. Probably one of my most favourite tanks in the game, although it's not the one I've played the most battles on, which currently is the Hellcat. However, I really like the KV-5. It is always great fun. And it's just one of those tanks where you can be a bit reckless at times, especially on the tier 8 when you're top tier, and it's just... I think it's great fun. And it's most suited for urban brawling type warfare. And we have here in Siegfried Line a map where the bulk of the action tends to take place in the urban environment, here in the town. It's one of these maps, deceptively straightforward, and you need to be careful in the town because it is very easy to get yourself isolated and flanked if you don't pay attention to what the rest of the team are doing. People tend to get distracted following the fire and leaving gaps down particular roads that they're not watching, and if you're not careful, you're not watching what people are doing and don't realise that a road is uncovered, all of a sudden a couple of enemy tanks can drive down that road behind you or into your flank, and that's the end of you in that position. The enemy are pushing the western side of the town fairly strongly, but I'm going to hang in here for a while yet because I'm not quite clear whether the enemy are going to come down this side or not. We have an Edelweiss appeared there on top of the hill. His tracks take the shot and he quickly makes his way west. And another tank appears somewhere in front of me on the hill. I've spotted him, probably through the window. It's a Tiger P, and we attempt a shot through the window, but we miss completely, I think. So he looks like he's driving to the east, so I thought I'd wait here, see if I catch him coming around the corner. But the way the render mechanic worked, he was practically clear of the gap before he rendered, and it's one of the annoying things about the game that really is annoying actually, because he didn't appear like front of the tank first and then drive across. Anyhow, tanks have pushed out on my right, so I feel that I can push out, checking that side where the bulk of the enemy tanks are. That Tiger P is coming around by the city gates from the from my rear. So I'm going to reverse out, relying on the angling of the back of my armour rather than risk turning this tank, because this tank has got a very slow turn rate. And I feel that I'm better off with the rear of the tank angled towards the enemy rather than attempting to expose the sides of the tank while I bring around the front of the tank. The front armour is better, but it's not that much better that it's worthwhile, I think, taking a risk just exposing the flat sides, because the flat sides are easily enough penetratable, and there's no way of avoiding being totally flat to the enemy when you are rotating the whole tank around. Now the IS-3 finishes off the Tiger P, so now we can continue west to support the situation, which is looking like the enemy are going to break through, so it needs some shoring up. So the IS-3 is heading out this way. He stops to take a shot at somebody on the hill. I'm going to ignore tanks on the hill at the moment. I'm better off pushing forward, shorten the range and take the easier shots with this gun. So we do a nice piece of damage there to the VK3002. He's behind cover, so we have the VK4502A down here, and he's actually a bigger threat to our line because if these guys break through and get around, they could actually turn the flank, and he turns his flat side to me, which gives me the opportunity to almost finish him. He had 26 hit points left after that shot, and we ammo racked him. So the Motherland is showing the back of the tank, which is relatively weak and quite easily penetratable to my tank. We got a nice shot in, and somebody else hit him as well, so we finish him off. Now I go a little bit mad, but I think, you know, it's something I just keep finding myself doing with the KV-5. We come out, we put a round in the Caernarvon, we ram the Caernarvon, which is almost as good as a direct hit. However, we're taking quite a bit of fire from the Boilermaker, and he does set us on fire. and it's the setting on fire was the real problem. So now we've brought the tank round face, we've got a nice solid hit into the Boilermaker, and that one bounced, I think. We finish him. We do no more damage. And we should be able to finish him off with the ram. So, however, the IS-3 has left us on 1 hit point, so now things are rather perilous. We do some damage, he bounces a shot off our tracks, or the tracks eat the shot, and then he ignores us, which was a fatal mistake. So we finish him off, and there's Su-100 gone. Remaining enemy tank is the Edelweiss from earlier on. He's on the other side of the hill, so we're not going to reach there in time. However, we've done pretty well. 14 damaging ribbons, 3 kills, and that's it, game over. So how do we do? Well, we 3,755 damage, 2,315 blocked, which is well in excess of our hit points. High caliber, second class mastery, steel wall from all that blocked damage. Came second by experience. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you again soon.